Hey YouTube, it's Dimitri, and today we're going to quickly talk about physical interview preparation. So the reason I bring this topic up is in quantitative finance, data science, and other fields, a lot of us are not Americans, and so the cultural differences can make a big difference in being perceived as a good interview or being perceived as a bad interview when you're doing company interviews. So let's dive on in here into kind of the preparation work. The first one is smell. So I know this is kind of awkward, it's a little different, but Americans don't like different off-putting smells. This can be body odor or this can be like bad breath. So I encourage all of you to take a shower, wear deodorant, and brush your teeth before the interview. So if you typically shower at night, which I know a lot of people do, I would encourage you to actually shower in the morning, get ready, put on your deodorant, and make sure that you are ready to go for the interview. The second point here is actually getting dressed. So for interviews and quants all across the board here, I encourage you, as you're probably going to be working in the finance industry, tech's a little different, but in general, dress professionally and wear a suit. For women, dress business professional. I have videos on this. I'll post little links above as well. But the thing is, if you show up to an interview and you're underdressed, it's just a bad sign of like, they're not really serious about the job. They're not really going to fit our company culture. And so it just looks bad on you. And I will cover in other videos as well how to dress in more details. But just this simple general advice, if you're a man and you're going to wear a suit, wear a gray suit, white shirt, and then wear either a blue tie or a red tie. And on the note of actually getting dressed, make sure your shirt is ironed. So when you have a shirt and it's all wrinkly, or you like put it in the dryer and you just throw it on, it's wrinkly, it looks old, it looks worn, it looks like you don't even care about the interview. Please iron your shirt. The second piece is making sure that your shoes are polished and that your belt and your shoes match. So don't wear like a black belt and brown shoes or a brown belt and black shoes. Please just match them in general. So if you're gonna wear black for both. If you're gonna wear brown for both. Next is showing up on time. So one thing I've noticed in some cultures is being timely isn't really important. So as an American, when you have an interview and it's at 10, I expect you to be there at 9:50. Not 10 o'clock, you need to be there at least 10 minutes early. This is good for many reasons. One, if my schedule is a little bit ahead of schedule and I want to pull you in 5 minutes early, it works out well. Second of all, I expect you to be timely because in finance, banking, and a lot of different areas in business in America, we expect you to be on time or early. I know this is not normal for all cultures. Some cultures, it's okay to be around the time. So you have a meeting at 10. If you show up, 9:55, 10:10, 10:15, like, it's not a big deal. In American culture, it is huge. So you need to be there at least 10 minutes early and be prepared. Kind of part of this physical getting readiness is make sure you have like a notebook or a portfolio. I would encourage you to have resumes, printed resumes with you just in case someone wants to look at one. And then also have a notepad which you can put questions on. So if you have the interview, you can have predefined questions you'd like to ask. It's also a good chance to take notes. So if they say like, I don't know, something in detail and you have your notebook open and you're listening, there can be occasions when you can take notes down, kind of make some side notes to yourself. A lot of times you won't be taking notes, but it is always best to be prepared. And then the final point here is the handshake. So this can be at the beginning of the interview, this can be at the end of the interview, but having a firm handshake. So not super hard and not like limp. Like if you put your hand out for the handshake, don't just set your hand there like awkwardly, like, I don't know, it's gross. But for Americans, this is a big indication, especially for older Americans. It's a very ingrained personality that you're like confident, you're strong, and you can do the job. If you have a strong handshake, again, not too hard, not too soft, just like a, put your hand out, again, always your right hand, a slight grip to it, right? Kind of a firm kind of grab, and then a light shake, and then you're done. I know it's kind of weird for some people to think about this, but yes, this makes a huge difference in an interview. It can leave an interview with a negative note of thinking that's kind of awkward or weird. Anyways, and then sometimes your mind gets derailed and then you kind of don't focus on the high points of the interview. So anyways, that's just my quick tips for physical preparation for the interview. Being prepared and having the optimal interview is crucial. You don't want to like blow a chance at a great interview because of something weird or frivolous or dumb. And yes, most interviewers try to take this into account, but it does help increase your odds if you're well prepared, you look professional, and you are confident and ready for the interview. Anyways, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And as always, until next time.